Alright, welcome back to the channel everybody, and welcome to 2024. And the first video, that should be the new standard format moving forward for all of the upcoming reviews that I want to do this year. I have something like 10,000 free games within my Steam account, Epic account, all of those. And I thought it would be really fun to kind of rummage through all of those, and let's find a good mix of games that are fun, entertaining, or just, you know what, these things are so horribly bad, I have to show you this. And the first one for this year is going to be Lego Fortnite. Now, if you are a fan of Fortnite or Lego, this game brings a little bit of both into a great entry-level open-world survival crafting style game. In my opinion, I think it's great for all ages, and in all honesty, I probably spent more time playing this game than I did actually reviewing it. It's a really fun game. This game has everything that you would expect from an open world survival type game. You know, it has a large open world to explore. The world is randomly generated as well, so each time you play it, it's kind of a little different. It does have your standard crafting. So if you go into the utility, there's a crafting bench. This is where, and here I just put one down. It has base building, that, and that. Ooh, gotta do the front ones. Gathering and harvest type elements, so you know you can go out, cut down trees, break open rocks, get all the resources you need to be able to craft those items. So, in my opinion, the game feels kind of like a mix of Minecraft and Fortnite. Like if Minecraft and Fortnite had a child, and that child was born with a condition known as Legoism or something. That is kind of what that game, or what this game reminds me of. With that being said, it was and is still a very entertaining game. I found myself playing this for several hours. Even my daughter and myself lost track of time when we were playing this, which we did record and we did post on her channel. And yes, I did just shamelessly advertise my daughter's channel just now, so you should go shamelessly check it out. So let's break this game down a little, and when we're all done, we will give it our official Cinple score. That score will be out of a possible 50 points, and these points will come from 5 categories with a max score of 10 in each of those categories. So let's get started. First one, quality. The quality of the game is actually pretty good. It plays very well on the PC that I'm using. The graphics look great. The kind of the mix of Fortnite and Lego, you know, this could have gone sideways very quickly. But I think that the developers did a really good combination, and it was honestly done pretty much exactly how I would have expected it. I did notice just a few glitches in the game, you know, nothing that was definitely game breaking, but you know, most of that was due to the difficulty in having a randomly generated world. Besides that, it did feel like it was developed by a very large game developer. It was very well done. For clarity, the clarity category, it is designed to evaluate a game's complexity on kind of like the learning controls, understanding the storyline, or just understanding the game itself. Now, being that I do love survival crafting style games, I am a little biased in my scores toward this, I believe. But I did find it very easy to understand what to do in the game, you know, how to survive. In the beginning, it was a little confusing trying to figure out all the controls, but it, you know, after a few minutes, I was really kind of able to figure it out pretty quickly. But then I had my daughter play, and she is not a person that plays survival games at all, except for a little bit of Minecraft here and there. So it was a little difficult for her to figure out what to do at first, and you know, what's the point of the game. But really, after just a little bit of guidance, she picked it up pretty easily. So I would still say that it is pretty easy to understand, but some people, it might take just a little bit longer to grasp everything. So the next one is going to be content. So like most survival games, the content is very dependent on each person. You know, some people love a rich storyline, some people prefer to have the freedom to be creative in a game for months or even years. So this category is a tough one to rate. So I will do my best to rate this. on kind of my own personal likes, but I'll also do my best to note things that I think everyone should kind of know. For this particular game, there is a limited content in my opinion. There's really not much of a storyline to follow. There's kind of a limit of how many beasts or threats or NPCs there are in the game. There's limited resources and kind of limited variation in those resources when you're kind of traveling around the map. But with that being said, if you are a part of like a large community, or you have a good group of friends that just want to build and explore, I could definitely see spending just days building like a massive base or a massive village. The nice thing being that there is no particular storyline to follow. There's really no end to the game. So you can be as creative and play for as long as you want until you completely run out of stuff. The only thing that I personally would like to see is if there was just a little bit more variation to kind of the flora and fauna in the game. A little bit of a difference. It's pretty bland in my opinion at times. So entertainment. With everything that was mentioned above, the game has a lot of entertaining value, I think. Sometimes it is just nice to play a simple survival game. It's like taking a vacation from playing Ark or playing 7 Days to Die and just sitting down and enjoying a game that's limited with no stress. Now, don't get me wrong, this game does have its elements of difficulty. I found that the caves at times can be kind of difficult to go through. There's also the kind of never-ending bombardment of skeletons every night. So you do kind of have to stay on your toes, especially in the beginning of your journey. But with that said, I think it is a very good mix of everything, and I really could see myself spending quite a few extra hours in this game. Again, more than I would probably like to admit to. So the last category is going to be uniqueness. So like I said before, the game reminds me a lot of like if Minecraft and Fortnite had a child and that child just happened to have the looks of Lego. So it's not a very unique game at all. It's really just your standard run-of-the-mill open world survival crafting game. Unfortunately this category is pretty difficult to get a high score in that category. Because there are a lot of games that do a lot of the same things. But sometimes, games can find a way to just have those one or two things that make it unique. Unfortunately for Lego Fortnite, I didn't get much of any of that. It was very much a survival, crafting, open world game. So where do we end with the scores? Lego Fortnite earns a score of 31 out of a possible 50 points, which I think I was a little gracious in a couple areas, and I might have been a little, rougher in a couple others, but averaged out, I think 31 out of 50 is a pretty good score. It is difficult to get a high score in uniqueness with a game like this. Alright, so to sum it up, does Lego Fortnite get a simple yes to play? Definitely. I think that most people will enjoy playing this game and that they will have hours of enjoyment within it. And for the price of free $99, you really can absorb a few gigabytes of lost storage, just to be able to play this over the weekend, even a few weekends. So what do you guys think? Have you played this game already? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I really want to hear your thoughts on this, so make sure you comment that down below. And while you're down there, let me know what you think of this particular format for future videos. What should we change? What's your favorite part? What can we do different? Please let me know. And of course, thank you all for the last 5 years. It has been great. I'm thoroughly looking forward to the next 5 years. We're almost up to those 1,000 subscribers. If you missed the last video that I posted, which was just kind of a general update to the channel, and just kind of actually driving around and kind of talking, make sure you check that out. That will be in the description as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right, make sure you take it easy, keep it simple, everybody. Bye.